Hello viewers, this is Lord, BA Honours MA in English and ELT, First Class First, Russia University, Professor of English and ELT. Welcome to British Language Club, IDP IELTS and British and American English Teaching, Training, Test and Research Academy, BAETTA International, Bangladesh, Kazla, Motihar, Rajshahi Center. As a part of our English Language Diploma Certificate ELDC course, in this video, I am going to speak about the postmodern period of English literature. Let's begin. The postmodern period, 1945 to present time. The postmodern period begins about the time that World War II ended. Many believe that it is a direct response to modernism. Some say the period ended about 1990, but it is likely too soon to declare this period closed. Post-structuralist literary theory and criticism developed during this time. Some notable writers of this period include Samuel Becket, Joseph Heller, Anthony Burgess, John Fowles, Penelope M. Lively, and Lane Banks. Many postmodern authors wrote during the modern period as well. Postmodern literature defined. Postmodern literature is a form of literature which is marked both stylistically and ideologically by a reliance on such literary conventions as fragmentations, paradox, unreliable narrators, often unrealistic, and downright impossible plots, games, parody, paranoia, dark humor, and authorial self-reference. Postmodern authors tend to reject outright meaning in their novels, stories, and poems and instead highlight and celebrate the possibility of multiple meanings or a complex lack of meaning within a single literary work. Postmodern literature also often rejects the boundaries between high and low forms of art and literature, as well as the distinctions between different genres and forms of writing and storytelling. Here are some examples of stylistic techniques that are often used in modern literature. Number 1. Pastiche. The taking of various ideas from previous writings and literary styles and pasting them together to make new styles. Number 2. Intertextuality. The acknowledgement of previous literary works within another literary work. Number 3. Metafiction. The act of writing about writing or making readers aware of the fictional nature of the very fiction they are reading. Number 4. Temporal distortion. The use of non-linear timelines and narrative techniques in a story. Number 5. Minimalism. The use of characters and events which are decidedly common and non-exceptional characters. Number 6. Maximalism. Disorganized, lengthy, highly detailed writing. Number 7. Magical realism. The introduction of possible or unrealistic events into a narrative that is otherwise realistic. Number 8. Faction. The mixing of actual historical events with fictional events without clearly defining what is factual and what is fictional. Number 9. Reader's involvement. Often through direct address to the reader and the open acknowledgement of the fictional nature of the events being described. Many critics and scholars find it best to define postmodern literature against the popular literary style that came before it as modernism. In many ways, postmodern literary styles and ideas serve to dispute reverse, mock, and reject the principles of modernist literature. For example, instead of following the standard modernist literary quest for meaning in a chaotic world, postmodern literature tends to eschew or avoid, often playfully, the very possibility of the meaning. The postmodern novel, story, and poem is often presented as a parody of the modernist literary quest for meaning. Thomas Pynchon's postmodern novel The Crying of Lord 49 is a perfect example of this. In this novel, the protagonist's quest for knowledge and understanding result ultimately in confusion and the lack of any sort of clear understanding of the events that transpired. Viewers, in my next videos on English literature and world literature series, I will be speaking about greatest writers and their writings of each age. Be a glorious member of British Language Club IDP IELTS and BAETTA International Bangladesh Kazla Mutiar Varsity Center and speak English fluently like a native with international standard. Register for IELTS here and enjoy free mock test. Keep watching our channel. Thank you.